I don't have any clothes nice enough for a place that classy.
I'll take care of that.
Oh,
All you need to do is show up. So...
get you a
It's a
girl that hits you with her bike
Guess so.
and then pays for dinner. Hello and welcome back. Another week, another couple episodes of Legend of Korra. Granted, I don't know when these are getting posted, but I have kind of been addicted. I watched the first 2 episodes and I was just like, shit, am I gonna get any other recording done through these weeks? Probably not, because I was just too excited to get back to Korra, to get back to watching. It's just, it's such a good, like, a story and just everything about it I love. As I said in the last one, Avatar and Korra combined are like one of my favorite series, just absolutely in existence. The problem with sometimes bulk recording these is I won't know what anyone has said. If you've left a comment, thank you very much. If you're gonna be enjoying this, thank you very much. But because I'm recording these early out and I don't know when I'm putting these up, maybe if there's like I haven't looked like I've actually taken anything in, or like, I'd reply to comments when I post, but sometimes I'm just like, since I'm bulk recording, if it looks like I haven't taken anything on, even though it's a show I've already watched, it's because they're all been recorded. But I'm just so excited to get into it. I hope you like what I did with the last episode. I hope it was more of like, I don't want to say, because I don't want to like be like, oh, it was like super interesting and detailed, because it was more off the top of my head. But I hoped it was more along, a bit more, had aspects of, say, a video essay, videos dedicated on these shows, like as a whole. I hope it had more of that essence to it, because I really do like this show. I know a lot of people really love it and a lot of people don't like it as much. So I hope it has some more like, well, if people are watching this, we're the people who love Korra. But I hope it can, I hope it talk about something interesting. Other than that, we should just get in, because I'm bloody excited. I'm making no sense. Also, the only other thing is it's boiling. If you see me sweating, just like pay no note of it. Like I'm already moist on the forehead. So if you hear the fan in the background, it's summer and I'm slowly melting. But other than that, if you'd like to watch the full-length reactions, I have a link to my Patreon down below. Like and subscribe, that would be absolutely wonderful. And let's get into it. We're gonna learn a bit more about Amon.
What's the big idea with making me train this early in the morning?
The mornings are evil. Yes, I love you, Korra.
And you're the rookiest of us all. We gotta get you up to speed if we want to survive in the tournament. Deal with it.
You deal with it.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't push her around. She will literally bench you and then throw you through the roof.
Secret Avatar bank account overflowing with gold, would you?
I got nothing. I've never really needed money.
Oh, this is tough.
Then I wouldn't say you have nothing.
Ever since we lost our parents, we've been on our own.
There's
I'm
such
so
like
sorry.
a big divide. It's also another thing for their like how they socially interact with each other, is that like Korra and Marco and Bolin, well, Korra / Marco and Bolin come from such different backgrounds, whereas they've been on their own and really had to fight and struggle to live, but also have had, with that does come freedom and being able to like do what they want, meet the people. Korra has not everything she wants, but she has safety, she has food, she has a place to stay, people all around her, but no one to really care. You know what I mean? It's an interesting like juxtaposition. It's kind of like complete opposites in a way, and I like the way it's another factor into the social aspect, which I think people don't contribute when saying that they all don't interact well. This is also so crazy. The fact that they have like, this industrial way of like collecting energy, like unlimited energy in a way, as long as they have lightning benders. So it feels like another way. People are like, oh, how did it get so, I don't know, industrialized? Is that the right word? Like some people are like, how the hell can they have cars and everything's so progressed? Bending brings so much towards like how quickly, like, humans progress, and then them also being able to, you know, use these powers.
Korra, is that the handsome firebender boy that drives you crazy?
Oh my gosh.
Bad way? Or does he
Or in
drive
a
you crazy
good
like
way.
you like him?
How we all feel dealing with children. Not a punch, a earthbending. Yeah, they all got raided already. I love how she's like, no one can fuck me up. And it's both such an endearing quality and a downfall for her character in the show, but I love it. Yes. Let's go take some chi blockers on. Just the fact the chi blockers are so cool. And the fact that, like, Ty Lee has, like, spawned this whole new thing and a way for benders to fight back, it's just so cool. I love this fight scene. It's like, to get into the series with this is amazing. Oh, poor Naga. Oh, the music. How quick and nimble they are. The hand-to-hand is really good. Ooh, nice. I mean, bad, but, like, so cool. Oh, you guys are out. Yeah, they took you out so easily. Well, too bad you guys don't have a polar bear but dog. Go cover. Oh, adorable. I think there's something, like, really to be said about how scary Amon is by only just speaking and having no face and a mask. But the fact that his minions also don't have faces and you just see the glowing eyes and they don't speak just makes so much more, like, they add so much more to their intimidation.
Bolin's the only family I have left. If anything happened to him...
That'd be, like, together forever. But I think it's another thing that Korra has only ever, like, seen the world in very black and white, and that's probably the way that the world has been explained to her by the White Lotus, and nuance is probably a bit scary, not knowing people doing possibly bad things for good reasons.
My friend got kidnapped by some chi blockers. Where'd they take him?
I have
my
no
God.
idea what you're talking about.
Throw him in some lava.
I think you do.
She is oppressing him, but lives are at stake.
There's the likes of you two.
I would speak up.
You better believe it concerns us.
I love how intimidating she is.
Knows what the revelation is, and I have no idea what happened to your friend.
It's like the way you wish you could deal with people, like, all the time. When someone sasses you or you, like, need something. Listen here, buddy. You tell me what's going on.
But when he did, that firebender took my family from me.
It's interesting how they, like, show his eyes.
I've been forced to hide.
It adds a little bit of humanity to him, like, without fully showing it. But you can see how, like, tactile he looks.
The only thing bending has brought to the world is suffering.
But to be fair, if no one had...
War in every era, but that.
People will always find reasons to make war and have war. Whether you have the bendings or not, you're still going to have the war. Unfortunately, that's the way our world works.
Spirits have acted as guardians of our world.
You know, war will always happen because people are different. The wars for bending have been happening because different benders are different. Once you don't have bending, you just pick other differences in people to create war. It's a horrible cycle that unfortunately will always continue. And I get where he is coming from, but I don't think he's thought it through enough.
Power to take a person's bending away.
Yeah,
Permanently.
it's pretty amazing.
And one of the most notorious criminals in Republic City.
Yeah, we don't feel that bad because he probably causes a lot of suffering to non-benders. And you can obviously, like, empathize to all these non-benders who are getting pushed around for people. It's just, things need to change in a very good way. And this doesn't feel like the way to go about it. But they're at that point of pushback where they need someone like this to speak for them because no one cares about the non-benders. There's not even a non-bender on the council anymore. Like it was Sokka until he died, I'm pretty sure.
You're gonna regret doing that, pal!
And this also demonstrates how strong Amon is. This is an amazing way to like visually show it too. Yeah.
What?
It's
What
even...
did you do to me?
Your firebending is gone.
It's like you would say like they should, you know, kill benders. I feel like this is worse. This is like the targeting that is actually effective. Because it makes them like, you know, to not have that power anymore that you can't use would be just so intrinsic, like losing a part of yourself, like a part of your body, which is like, imagine like, you know, anyone who has any sort of like loss of something in their body, it would just be so like fundamentally wild to not have it anymore. And then B, they have to live life like the non-benders that they have oppressed or have been, in this case, extorted and probably been really horrible to.
You benders need to understand, there's no place in the world for you anymore.
Yeah? Well, there's a place for you in fucking hell, bitch. Bye.
I was at an Equalist rally. I
Yeah.
saw Amon.
I'm switching
He
sides.
can take people's bending away.
But it's fucking threatening.
More dangerous than ever. No bender is...
I love how much Tenzin immediately goes to, you know, that's impossible, that's crazy. But then he's like, actually, no, like, don't worry, I believe you. I understand, like, it's crazy, but I will trust you because we've started to build this, like, relationship of we're going to be honest to each other. We are here to help each other. And I just really enjoy that. I mean, them as just a whole, I enjoy their dynamic. Yeah, this is Amon's best, like, plan. Is to, like, get the fear. Especially all his henchmen been, like, all look the same, all faceless. You know, like a nightmare. A creature in the night. Even somewhat like a bug. Not been touchable. Been able to take you down. Even like a virus.
Bending away, you will be nothing.
I think that is such a fear for a lot of benders that they don't realize until this shows up. Like, Amon kind of represents a sort of like essence of something that you don't know or like think about until it's presented. So fun. Oh.
My fellow Equalists, this is your leader, Amon.
Oh, so good!
Oppressors of this city will stop at nothing to quash our revolution.
He has points too, like big points.
You no longer have to live in fear.
Except they create a world where the benders have to live in fear.
Experience fear.
Yeah. The tactic of them building him up is really amazing and how scary he can be. Marco. This is where Marco starts to become a simp. He's like, hey lady, how dare you hit me?
How could you not see me? I mean, I was
He's like, oh, this is pretty privilege right here. You don't get in trouble if you're hot.
Okay, did I hurt you? Oh, I'm such an...
I really like Asami's design. It's both like very pretty and also like kind of like got there. It's not like other girls, but also like welder worker. Like you have this element of richness, but the like patches and like design overall says like she's like very like she's not press. I don't know. I like it.
8 o'clock, Kwang's Cuisine.
Kwang's Cuisine.
Kwang's?
The best place in the city.
Replace that classy.
I'll take care of that.
Oh.
All you need to do is show up. So...
Get you a girl that hits you with her bike and then pays for dinner. I mean, maybe she's just she's just avoiding a lawsuit.
Someone who is fearless in the face of danger. And that someone is
I feel
you.
like
Join your town.
she, by him saying that, in a way,
I can't.
She feels bad about herself. And I think we get into it later in this episode. But she says it's because she's busy, but she knows she's not fearless.
You know, it's okay to be scared. The whole city is frightened by what's been going on.
Yeah, well, all the benders are scared.
Our fears. Because if we don't, they can throw us out of balance.
Yeah, we need to bring them up. It's there's no problem with being scared.
I'm always here for you if you want to talk.
Oh, you're a beautiful soul, Tenzin. Talking about your fears, it makes them real. And I think people are scared that when their fear becomes real, it can be too much. But, when something is real, it can be dealt with. And I feel like that's the big thing. When you keep it in your mind, it is always going to be like an apparition of like the worst thoughts and the worst possible way that it can exist. But when you talk about it and make it real, it's, it's something that can be manageable, especially to someone else who can help you with those steps.
How serious a threat does he pose to the innocent citizens of Republic City?
I mean, a big threat?
Presents a real problem.
Then why have you refused to join?
Do you really want the Avatar to lose her bending, though?
Why are you backing away from this fight?
What? No, I've never...
How about you do it, sir? Why don't you do it?
I think Avatar Aang would have handled this.
Are you afraid of Amon?
I'm not afraid!
I feel like also something Aang didn't have as much, especially like in his youth. Like he had people that disagree with him, mainly the Fire Nation. But people who were mad he disappeared. But I feel like there's a different sort of that than like critics, you know what I mean? And reporters and journalists who know how to get under your skin. Like Korra hasn't had to deal with any of this. And now she has to, while also dealing with like fear. Amon. Glory to Amon. Yeah, scary. No, scary. Definitely the scariest like looking villain. Like Ozai just had like sharp cheekbones. This guy's fucking terrifying. Oh, just capturing them all straight away. Oh, okay, freeze them.
I'm going after those
good
two.
catch. Like, there's something to say, like, these poor people just, like, trying to learn how to fight back since they're probably, very scared. But, you can definitely, like, the thing that's really good about this show is you can see both sides and you can empathize with not even just the main villain, all the people working for him. They work to, combat the prejudice from benders to non-benders.
No task force, no chi blockers, just the two of us, tonight at midnight on Avatar Aang Memorial Island.
You never trust a bad guy for a one-on-one. Let's be real, Korra.
I lost my mother when I was very young.
To a firebender as well. See, it's interesting because even though I'm pretty sure her mother was killed by a firebender, you can definitely tell with Asami how, like, interesting and, like, good she is at the core, that she can still love a firebender.
Thing goes wrong, I have a fleet of police airships ready to swoop
But, like,
down.
do you? How quickly? Because, I've seen this episode, and I feel like you do not move quick enough. It's Amon in a bird form. He's actually a shapeshifter.
Who's scared now?
Still you, unfortunately. This is fucked. This is so good. Like, this is horrifying. Oh, just the fire, seeing their eyes. Yeah, they are like bugs in the night. Like creatures, like not like, it completely like eliminates the humanity from them, which makes them more scary. They're like a horror.
Saving you for last.
Ooh.
You'll get your duel, and I will destroy you.
Seeing the eyes is, I think, is such a good choice. With a mask, sometimes I feel like you would, like, block everything out. But to see, you know, the focus and the calculations. Aang?
Aang?
Korra!
Oh, and it's the first time she's seen him too. It just sets up.
I felt so helpless.
It's all right. The nightmare is over.
I mean, it's not really, but still.
You were right. I've been scared this whole time.
Admitting it is good too.
Like this before, and...
Fear keeps us, you know, fear is a good thing. It's not always bad.
Fears is the first and most difficult step in overcoming them.
Yes, amazing. Like, fear keeps you on your toes. Fear can keep you alive. Fear can keep you, like, ready to fight. But I love that Tenzin is the perfect person to, like, walk her through this. And, you know, it is the first step to overcoming your fears. And like I was saying earlier, you know, once you admit them and acknowledge them, I think it's way easier to go about conquering them. But just, another fantastic couple of episodes. The like, unhumanness of Amon, but at least his henchmen's, by hiding behind masks and costumes and helmets, is so good and interesting and, like, well done. I think it's very thought out, because they're also like this threat that is, like, so unexpected and unworldly, and not like a thing that they would ever think could, like, attack them. And I feel like after watching the Fire Nation, you know, attack Aang for you know, 3 seasons, you and the people in this world don't expect something like non-benders to fight back. That's the last thing you would think of. It's so, like, unheard of. It's like something, you know, something that you could only hear about, something else, something crazy, something otherworldly. I don't know, this is like a stretch, and I'm going far with it, but I think that is something, like, how they are just so, like, you know, dehumanized, because it is so far removed from what anyone probably thought could happen to them. I don't know whether I'm trying this series of reaching too hard, or anyone gets what I'm talking about. I hope someone does, because I like really analyzing this show. I think it is fantastic and very well written, and a lot of thought goes into everything that happens. I think in the next couple episodes we get some love, which is going to be fun and interesting, because it goes from terror and fear to love and jealousy, which I think there's so much to talk about as well. I feel like there's just spades of things to talk about in this show, and I can't wait to get to it. I'm setting myself up. I'm gonna, like, feel bad if I don't go on as many I hope to keep doing heaps of tangents and, like, long-winded talks, but if I don't, but I will be trying my best to give them. But I'm just excited to keep watching, keep going, talking about my thoughts about the show and going a bit more in depth than I usually do. And I hope you're enjoying. But for now, I hope you're having a fantastic day and enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one.